Hello there and welcome to Hebrew Academy. In today's class, we'll be solving over 10 repeated Post-UTME questions on mathematics. The first question says, if x squared plus 1 over x squared is equal to 10, find the value of x plus 1 over x. Option A, we have 3. Option B, we have root 10. Option C, we have root 12. And option D, we have 4. So let's solve this question together. The first step, recall useful identity. We have that x plus 1 over x all squared is the same thing, which is this, is the same thing as this term multiplying itself 2 times. So we have x plus 1 over x into x plus 1 over x. That's what this simply means. Now, using useful identity, if we expand this bracket, x multiplies the first term here multiplies the first term in this other bracket. We have x squared. If this x multiplies the second term, we have this is plus x all over x. This multiplies it to have x over x plus the second term, we have this multiplies this, we have x over x, and this multiplies this, you have plus 1 all over x all squared. This is the same thing as x squared, 1 all over x divided by x, you have 1. It will cancel out. Plus x divided by x, you have 1. Plus 1 all over x squared. If you simplify this, this is what you have. This is equal to x squared plus 1 plus 1 gives us what? 2 plus 1 all over x squared. It therefore means that x plus 1 over x all squared is equal to x squared plus 2 plus 1 over x all squared. It therefore means this expression is equal to this. If this stands, if we rearrange this, we have x plus 1 over x all squared is equal to x squared. If we bring this closer, plus 1 over x squared plus 2. The same thing, but we took this constant to the end. That's what we did there. From the question, they said x squared plus 1 over x squared is equal to 10. Meaning, anywhere you see this expression, you should replace it with what? 10. That expression is the same thing as what we have here. So it therefore means we should replace this stuff with 10. If we do that, we have this whole 10 here. Everything here becomes 10 plus 2. X plus 1 over x all squared. X plus 1 over x all squared is equal to 10 plus 2 will give us 12. Find x plus 1 over x and not x plus 1 over x squared. To remove this square root, we take the square of both sides. So we have x plus 1 over x is equal to square root of 12. Therefore, the value of x plus 1 over x is equal to square root of 12. This is our final answer. Let's check our options. Which of them is correct? The correct option there is option C, root 12. Therefore, this is our correct answer. Question 2 for today says, a trader mark up the cost of an item by 20% and then gives a discount of 10%. What is the percentage profit? A trader marks up the cost of an item by 20% and then gives a discount of 10%. What is the percentage profit? Option A, we have 8%, B, we have 10%, C, we have 9%, and D, we have 12%. So, let's solve this together. Solution. The first step is to assume a cost price. We don't know the cost price of the item, so we assume a cost price. Assume a cost price. Let's say, let the cost price CP be 100 naira. We have assumed the cost price 100 naira. The question says a trader marked up the cost of an item by 20%. So let's say the markup price is equal to 100 plus 20% of 100. This 100 here is for the cost price. Then you take 20% of 100. This is equal to 100 naira, which is the cost price, plus 20% of 100 is 20 divided by 100 times 100. That's what 20% of 100 simply means. 0 here will take away this. 0 will take away this. We're left with 20 times 1 will be 20. Divided by 1 is 20. So we have this to be 100 naira plus 20 naira, which will give us 120 naira. That is the marked up price. Now we have found the marked up price. The next thing in the question says, and then gives a discount of 10%. So we say discount is equal to 10%. So what we do is say 10% of the marked up price. 10% of 120. The discount here is 10% of 120 naira, which is 10 divided by 100 times 120. This will take away this. 1 divided by 10. You can also say this will take away this. So let's do 1 times 12. 1 times 12 gives us 12 naira. Therefore, the discount is what? 12 naira. According to discounts, 12 naira. There's another thing is called the selling price. Selling price. Selling price SP is equal to the mark price. The mark price here is 120. 120 minus the discount. The discount is 12. This will give us 120 minus 12 will give us 108. That is what selling price. Now we have gotten the selling price. The next thing is to find the what? Profit. To find profit then for the percentage profit. Profit is equal to the selling price minus the cost price. Selling price minus cost price. From the question, we have that the selling price SP minus CP. SP here is 108. We have 108 minus the CP. Don't forget, from the question, we assume the cost price will be 100 naira. So we have 100 naira. 108 minus 100 naira gives us 8 naira. Therefore, the profit is what? 8 naira. We were asked to find the percentage profit and not the profit. So percentage profit is equal to 8 divided by 100 times 100. 8 divided by 100 naira times 100. This will take away this will take away this. We're left with 1 times 8. 1 times 8 gives us 8 divided by 1. We have 8%. Therefore, the percentage profit is what? 8%. From our options here, the correct option is option A, 8%. That is the percentage profit for this particular item. The third question says, solve this. Log x minus 1 is 2 plus log x plus 1 is 2 is equal to 3. Option A, we have 3. Option B, we have 4. C, 5, and D, 6. Now, this question is a very simple question. Remember the law of logarithm that says log A to base B plus log B to base B. If you have something like this, the law of logarithm says, since they have the same base, you can see log B, you pick one, log B, and you multiply the powers, which is A times B, which will give us A. This is the same thing as what we have there. These two have the same base. You can see log 2, log base 2, and log base 2. So you pick one, you have log base 2, which is this. Then you multiply the other values. You have x minus 1 into x plus 1. All is equal to what? 3. That is what this question simply means here. Now we have gotten to this point, we expand this bracket. We have log 2. If we expand this bracket, x multiplies x. X times x, we have x squared. X here will multiply 1. X times 1 will give us 1x, which is the same thing as x. So we have plus x minus 1 and x. If minus 1 multiply x, you have minus 1x, which is the same thing as minus x. And if minus 1 multiplies plus 1, we have what? Minus 1 squared, which is the same thing as 1. So if you put 1 here, you are not wrong. All is equal to 3. Now this log 2, for us to remove this log 2, this now becomes a power, and the base becomes 2. That's the only way to eliminate this log 2. If we do that, we have that x squared plus x minus 1 is equal to, this now becomes a base here. This 2 becomes a base, and 3 here becomes a power. X squared plus x minus x will cancel out. It's just like 1 car minus 1 car. It's no car. So this cancels out. We are left with what? Minus 1 is equal to 2 raised to the power 3. We have that x squared minus 1 is equal to 2 raised to the power 3 is the same thing as 2 multiplying itself 3 times, which is 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 gives us what? 4. 4 times 2 gives us 8. Therefore, 2 raised to the power 3 is equal to 8. We have 8 here. We have x squared is equal to, if minus 1 plus the equality sign to this other side, it becomes 8 plus 1. The sign changes from minus to plus. X squared is equal to 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. We are asked to look for x and not x squared, so we take the square root of both sides. Some persons say, let's multiply both sides by raised to the power half. If we do that, we have x squared multiplied by 1 over 2 is equal to 9 multiplied by 1 over 2. This 2 here will take this one out. So left with x is equal to, this is something as the square root of what? 9. Square root of 9 is equal to 3. Therefore, the value of x in this equation is what? 3. The correct option here is option A, 3. Question 4 says, a man is 4 times as old as his son. A man is 4 times as old as his son. In 10 years, he will be 3 times as old as his son. What is the man's present age? A man is 4 times as old as his son. In 10 years, he will be 3 times as old as his son. What is the man's present age? The first thing you need to do is say, let the son's age be x. Let the son's age be x. And let the man's age be, the question says the man is 4 times as old as his son. So if his son is x years, it means the man is 4 times x, 4x years. The next part says in 10 years, he will be 3 times as old as his son. So this is their age. In 10 years, Nigerian will say 10 years later. In 10 years, the son's age will be what? X plus 10. Don't forget, 10 years has added to the son's age. The man's age will also be 4x plus 10. He also said the man will be 3 times as old as his son. The man will be 3 times as old as his son. Means the man here will be what? 3 times his son's age. So if we substitute the age of the man here and the age of the son here, we have that the man is 4x plus 10 is equal to 3 into the son's age, which is x plus 10. Here we have 4x plus 10 is equal to 3 times x gives us 3x, and 3 times 10 gives us what? 10. If we collect line terms, values with x one side of the equation, we want to start x with this other side of the equation. Minus 3 comes here and 10 goes here. We have 4x. Here we have plus 3x. If you cross the both sides to this other side of the equation, it changes from plus to what? Minus. So we have minus 3x is equal to, here we have 30. If plus 10 crosses to this other side, it changes from plus positive 10 to negative 10. Now minus 10. 4x minus 3x will give us 1x, which is same as x, is equal to 30 minus 10 gives us 20. We have the value of x equal to 20. Therefore, we know the son's age, which is x, as 20. Now, to get the man's age is what? 4x. The man's age is 4x here, which is 4 into x you have is 20. 4 times 20 is what? 80. Therefore, the man's present age is what? 80 years. So the correct option there is option D, 80. Find this very tactical question. It says a boat goes 30 kilometers upstream in 6 hours and returns downstream in 2 hours. What is the speed of the current? Very short but very technical. Yes. We need to understand the meaning of this word, upstream and downstream. Upstream here, it simply means the boat is going against the current. It means the boat is going against the current. And if the boat is going against the current, the speed of the boat is slow. Yes. If the boat is going against the current, the speed of the boat is slow. The next thing we have is downstream. The downstream here simply means that the boat is moving in the same direction as the current. The boat and current is in the same direction. If the boat and current is in the same direction, it therefore means that the boat is moving at a very high speed. That is why you're seeing it was able to be done in 2 hours. It was able to go to its destination in 6 hours. Yes. So now, let's assume that the speed of the boat, let the speed of the boat be beta B, and the speed of the current, let the speed of the current also of the current be beta C. Let beta C denote the speed of the current, and let beta B denote the speed of the boat. We have that for upstream is equal to B minus C, the speed of the boat minus the speed of the current, which is B minus C. For downstream, we have it to be B plus C. That is the speed of the boat plus the speed of the current. Yes. Also note that distance is giving. Also note that speed is equal to distance over time. Here, distance is in kilometers and time is in what? Hours. So for upstream, we have, if we calculate the speed for the upstream, we have the distance over time. The distance here is what? 30 kilometers. We have 30 kilometers divided by the time here is what? 6 hours for upstream. 6 hours. 30 divided by 6, you have what? 5. Kilometer divided by hour, you have kilometer per hour. This is for upstream. The speed for upstream. Let me say upstream speed. For downstream, the speed is equal to, the distance is also 30 kilometers per. We have 30 kilometers divided by the time here is what? 2 hours. So we have 2 hours. 30 divided by 2, we have 15 kilometers per hour. So we have the speed for the upstream and the speed for the downstream. Let's make an equation. We have upstream is equal to B minus C, right? So we have, this is upstream speed, which is this. We now have the value to be 5 kilometers. So we can say B minus C is equal to 5 kilometers per hour. We call this equation 1. And for the downstream speed, we have B B plus C is equal to what? 15 kilometers per hour. So we have B plus C is equal to 15 kilometers per hour. This is equation 2. Now we have two equations. Right, this is a simultaneous equation. So what we need to do here is let's add equation 1 and 2. Adding equation 1 and 2 and equation 2, they have that B minus C plus B plus C, we add these two and then equate it, we add these two also. And that's what we're going to do here. We have B minus C plus, don't forget, adding equation 1 and equation 2. B plus C is equal to, here we have what? 5 plus 15. We are adding equation 1 and equation 2. 5 plus 15 gives us what? 20. We have B minus C plus B plus C. If we collect items here, we have minus C plus C. They will cancel out. We're left with B plus B. B plus B will give us what? 2B. Not B squared. Some of you might be confused and say B squared is not B squared, it's 2B is equal to 20. If we make B subject of formula here, we have that B is equal to 20 divided by 2. And 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10. Therefore, we now have the speed of the boat, which is B, to be 10. We have gotten the value of B. We substitute the value of B into equation 2 to find C. Don't forget, C here stands for the speed of the current. If we do that, we have putting the value of B into equation 2. We have B plus C is equal to 15. Yes. So our B here, we have this to be 10. 10 plus C is equal to 15. If we make C subject of formula, 10 crossing the equality sign, we have C is equal to 15 minus 10. 15 minus 10 gives us what? 5. We have 5. C here, don't forget, when we started chat, we say let's C be the speed of the current. And the question says we should find the speed of the current. Therefore, the speed of the current is what? 5. The unit here is what? Kilometers per hour. Don't forget, speed is distance over time. The distance is in kilometers and the time is in what? Hours. So our correct option there is option B, 5 kilometers per hour.